Well, Caitlin Clark could be breaking another record, this time with an endorsement deal. The Associated Press says Clark will soon be signing an 8-year, $28 million contract with Nike. The Indiana Fever guard would also get to create her own signature shoe with the deal. Clark's previous deal with Nike ended after she finished her season with the Iowa Hawkeyes earlier this month.
Caitlin Clark has secured a groundbreaking $28 million deal with Nike, marking a historic milestone in sports endorsements. During a recent Fortune interview, Nike CEO Elliott Hill spotlighted the basketball phenom at the center of this game-changing partnership. To fully appreciate the significance of this announcement, we need to start with Caitlin Clark herself. Clark's rise to stardom has been nothing short of meteoric. During her college career at the University of Iowa, she shattered records and captivated audiences with her exceptional skills on the court. Clark's crowning achievement came when she became the NCAA's all-time leading scorer. Clark's impact extended far beyond individual accolades. She led Iowa to 2 consecutive NCAA championship game appearances, dramatically increasing viewership and interest in women's college basketball. A testament to her drawing power came during the 2024 NCAA tournament, when a Final Four matchup between Clark's Iowa team and the University of Connecticut became the highest-rated basketball game in ESPN's history. Following her illustrious college career, Clark entered the WNBA draft with unprecedented hype. The Indiana Fever made her the first overall pick in the 2024 draft, a decision that immediately electrified the franchise and the league. The impact was immediate and profound. When the Fever released jerseys bearing Clark's number 22, they sold out within an hour, demonstrating her immense marketability and fan appeal. Clark's rookie season in the WNBA lived up to the lofty expectations. She earned Rookie of the Year honors and was named to the All-WNBA First Team and the WNBA All-Rookie Team. Her stellar play helped the Fever reach their first playoff appearance since 2016. Clark's influence extended beyond the court, as she led the league in merchandise sales and significantly boosted ticket sales and television ratings for Fever games. In recognition of her transformative impact on women's basketball, Time magazine named Clark its Athlete of the Year for 2024. Now let's turn our attention to the deal that has everyone talking. In April 2024, shortly after being drafted, Clark signed an unprecedented 8-year, $28 million endorsement deal with Nike. This contract stands as the largest sponsorship deal for a women's basketball player in history. The journey to this landmark deal wasn't without competition. According to reports from the Wall Street Journal and The Athletic, several major sportswear brands vied for Clark's signature. Under Armour reportedly offered $16 million over 4 years, even bringing in NBA superstar Stephen Curry to pitch Clark on joining their team. Adidas put forward a 4-year, $6 million contract. Both of these offers included provisions for a signature shoe. Puma also expressed interest, but withdrew from discussions when they learned the bidding would start at $3 million annually. Clark's decision to sign with Nike wasn't solely based on financial considerations. She had a pre-existing relationship with the brand, having signed a name, image, and likeness, or NIL deal with Nike in 2022 during her college career. This earlier partnership expired at the end of the 2023-24 season, paving the way for the new, more lucrative agreement. The magnitude of Clark's deal becomes even more apparent when we consider her WNBA salary. As a rookie, Clark will earn $76,000 for the 2025 season. This stark contrast between her endorsement earnings and her league salary highlights the growing importance of off-court income for professional athletes, particularly in women's sports. In his interview with Fortune, Nike CEO Elliott Hill revealed that Clark's signature shoe is officially in development. He stated,
Caitlin Clark here today.
Clark this morning.
I think you saw that. So she was in yesterday working on her signature shoe that will launch, and we're working on her logo and her design of her logo.
This announcement is significant for several reasons. First, it confirms that Clark will join an elite group of athletes with their own signature shoe line. In the world of basketball, a signature shoe is considered a major status symbol, representing a player's cultural impact and marketability. For a rookie to receive this honor so quickly is almost unprecedented, especially in women's basketball. Hill's comments also shed light on the collaborative nature of the shoe's development. By mentioning that Clark was actively involved in working on the shoe, Hill emphasizes that this isn't simply a case of putting Clark's name on an existing product. Instead, it's a ground-up collaboration between the athlete and Nike's design team, potentially resulting in a product that truly reflects Clark's style and needs as a player. The mention of logo design is equally noteworthy. A personal logo is a key component of an athlete's brand identity, often transcending their primary sport to become a recognizable symbol in popular culture. By developing a logo for Clark, Nike is signaling its belief in her long-term potential as a brand ambassador and cultural icon. It's worth noting that Clark will be joining a small but growing group of WNBA players with signature shoe deals. Currently, only a handful of active players have achieved this distinction. Sabrina Ionescu of the New York Liberty launched her first Nike signature shoe in September 2023, 3 years after her WNBA debut. Her second model, the Sabrina 2, hit shelves in June 2024. Aja Wilson of the Las Vegas Aces is set to release her first Nike signature shoe in 2025, 7 years after entering the league. Outside of Nike, Breanna Stewart of the New York Liberty has a signature shoe with Puma that debuted in 2022. Angel Reese, who entered the WNBA in the same draft class as Clark, is slated to release a signature shoe with Reebok in 2026. Clark's rapid ascent to this elite group underscores both her individual star power and Nike's aggressive investment in her potential. Hill's announcement also provided insight into Nike's broader strategy regarding women's basketball and sports.
She signed an 8-year, $28 million endorsement deal with Nike in April of last year, making it the largest sponsorship contract for a women's basketball player. What was the motivation behind that, and what impact do you think it'll have on women's sports, certainly on the WNBA?
When we were running just basketball, we never got to the women's opportunity. But by having this small team that's focused on women's basketball.
This statement reveals Nike's recognition of the untapped potential in women's sports. By creating a dedicated team for women's basketball, Nike is positioning itself to capitalize on the growing interest and investment in women's athletics. Hill further emphasized this point, saying,
we believe opportunities for the game of basketball, but also in product. It becomes an opportunity to grow the overall marketplace by inviting more and more girls into the world of sport. It is an area that we'll continue to invest in, and we see tremendous momentum right now.
Hill's new role comes at a critical time.
The timing of Nike's investment in Clark and women's basketball is particularly noteworthy given the company's recent challenges. Nike has faced declining sales in recent quarters, with shares slumping more than 43% since 2023. In this context, the Clark deal can be seen as part of a broader strategy to reassert Nike's dominance in the sports apparel market and tap into new sources of growth. Hill has outlined a plan to focus on 5 main categories: running, basketball, training, football, and sportswear. The emphasis is on creating innovative, coveted products that will help Nike reclaim market share from competitors. The Clark deal, with its potential to energize the women's basketball market, aligns perfectly with this strategy. However, the deal has not been without its critics. Some industry insiders, including former Nike executive Sonny Vaccaro, have suggested that Clark could have secured an even more lucrative agreement. Vaccaro, famous for signing Michael Jordan to his groundbreaking deal with Nike, told TMZ,
she should have got a piece of everything, just like Michael Jordan. She will be the last one to have that opportunity.
Jordan's deal, which included royalties on Jordan brand sales, has made him a billionaire and serves as a model for maximizing an athlete's earning potential through endorsements. There has also been debate about the timing of Clark's signature shoe development. Some fans and industry observers argue that Nike should have fast-tracked the process to capitalize on Clark's immense popularity coming out of college. Comments on social media platforms reflect this sentiment, with one user stating, "Caitlin Clark finally getting her shoe in 2026? About time, this should have been a Christmas 2024 release. The ball was massively dropped. This is finally some welcome news though." The development of Clark's signature shoe has also reignited discussions about equity in athlete endorsements, particularly in women's sports. Some have questioned why established WNBA stars like A'ja Wilson didn't receive signature shoe deals earlier in their careers. Nike's decision to prioritize Wilson's signature shoe, aiming for a 2025 release, can be seen as a response to these concerns.
World champion of what? The United States? Don't get me wrong. I love the U.S. at times, but that ain't the world. That is not the world. We are the world. We have almost every country out here fighting, thriving.
Huge news in the track world. Six-time world champion Noah Lyles just dropped a bombshell announcement that left fans speechless. The sprint superstar has completely changed his 2025 season opener plans, and trust me, nobody saw this coming. The athletics world is in absolute chaos right now, as everyone scrambles to process what this means for the upcoming season. Want to know what's got everyone talking? Let me break down this game-changing announcement that's shaking up the entire track and field scene.
What's up, Team USA? This is Noah Lyles, fastest man in the world, and we are out here in Paris getting ready to go on our tour of the world, introducing America to the Olympics. So let's get hyped, let's get excited, and I'll see y'all out there.
Now, most of us thought we'd see Lyles make his first appearance of the season at the highly anticipated Ralph Mann Memorial in Boston on February 2nd. This event was supposed to be a blockbuster showdown between two Olympic champions. Lyles and Lamont Marcel Jacobs going head-to-head in the 60-meter indoor event. The anticipation was sky-high since this would have been their first-ever indoor 60-meter face-off. But here's where things get interesting. In a shocking twist, Lyles has decided to kick off his season even earlier. This Saturday at the Rad Sports College Invitational, this unexpected change has sent ripples through the track and field community, especially considering what's at stake this year. Let's break down why this announcement is such a big deal. First, the Ralph Mann Memorial isn't just any event. It's a tribute meet named in honor of the late sports scientist who played a crucial role in Lyles' development as an athlete. New Balance, recognizing this special connection, renamed their men's 60-meter indoor event to honor Mann's legacy. The fact that Lyles is choosing to start his season elsewhere is raising eyebrows across the athletics world. But don't think for a second that Lyles is taking an easy route. The competition at the Rad Sports College Invitational might not have the same star power as a New Balance event, but it's packed with serious talent. Lyles will be facing off against his own training partners from the Florida-based Adidas running facility. And these aren't just any training partners. We're talking about Israel Olatunde, Udodi Onwuzurike, Caleb Dean, and Jalen Slade. All these athletes hold sub-10 second personal bests, making this anything but a walk in the park for Lyles. Looking at Lyles' indoor track record, this decision becomes even more intriguing. Last season, he stormed into the New Balance Indoor Grand Prix with an explosive performance, clocking 6.44 seconds in his opening race and following it up with a 6.54-second victory in the final. His personal best in the indoor 60 meters stands at 6.43 seconds, set at the USA Indoor Championship in February 2024. But here's where the plot thickens. The indoor season ahead is shaping up to be one of the most competitive in recent memory. Christian Coleman, the current indoor world champion who outpaced Lyles last year despite Noah's career best time, is still a major threat. Then there's Kashane Thompson, the Jamaican sensation who just ran a blazing 6.48 seconds into a minus 2.1 meters per second headwind, a feat that shouldn't be overlooked by any means. And let's not forget about Trayvon Brommel, the youngest ever world indoor champion in the 60 meters. He's already opened his season with a solid 6.62 seconds and has some unfinished business with Lyles on the indoor circuit. The stage is set for what could be one of the most dramatic indoor seasons we've seen in years. So why would Lyles make this unexpected move? There could be several strategic reasons. Starting his season at a slightly lower pressure event surrounded by familiar training partners might give him the perfect opportunity to fine-tune his race execution before the bigger challenges ahead. It's also worth noting that this approach differs from his usual pattern. In both 2023 and 2024, he opened at the New Balance Indoor Grand Prix. The last time Lyles deviated from his usual season opener was in 2022 when he chose the Millrose Games. That decision led to a fourth-place finish with 6.62 seconds, though he bounced back the following week with a winning 6.56 at the New Balance Indoor Grand Prix. This history makes his current decision even more fascinating. Is he looking to avoid similar early season setbacks, or does he have something else up his sleeve? What makes this announcement particularly intriguing is the timing. With the indoor season already heating up and several of his main rivals posting impressive early season times, Lyles seems to be taking a calculated risk. Starting his season earlier than planned could give him valuable race experience before facing off against Jacobs in Boston, but it also means he'll need to maintain peak form for a longer period. The competitive landscape in 2025 is particularly fierce. Coleman's dominance in the indoor 60-meter, Thompson's remarkable performances despite challenging conditions, and Bromell's proven championship pedigree all present unique challenges for Lyles. By choosing to open his season at the Rad Sports College Invitational, Lyles might be sending a message. He's ready to take on all comers on his own terms. Looking at the broader picture, this decision could have significant implications for the rest of Lyles's indoor campaign. The 60-meter isn't just another event, it's a crucial indicator of early season form and explosive power. How he performs this Saturday could set the tone for his entire indoor season, including that highly anticipated showdown with Jacobs in Boston. What's particularly fascinating about this announcement is how it reflects Lyles's evolving approach to competition. Known for his confidence and strategic racing, this unexpected change suggests he's not afraid to shake things up when he sees fit. It's this kind of adaptability that has helped him maintain his position at the top of the sport. The track and field community will be watching this Saturday's race with intense interest. While it might not have the star power of a major championship, it could provide valuable insights into Lyles's current form and his prospects for the upcoming season. His performance against training partners who know his racing style inside and out could be particularly revealing. This decision also raises interesting questions about athlete preparation and competition strategy. Is this a new trend we might see more of? Elite athletes choosing to open their seasons in lower-profile meets? Or is this a unique situation specific to Lyles's preparation plans? The impact of this announcement extends beyond just the immediate future. With major championships on the horizon, every race becomes crucial in building momentum and confidence. Starting the season earlier than planned could either give Lyles an advantage in terms of race sharpness or potentially impact his ability to maintain peak form when it matters most. As we look ahead to Saturday's race, several key questions emerge. Will Lyles use this opportunity to test new race strategies? How will he handle the pressure of opening his season against training partners who know his every move? And perhaps most importantly, what kind of time can we expect from him this early in the season? One thing's for certain, this unexpected announcement has added another layer of excitement to what was already shaping up to be a thrilling indoor season. Whether this decision proves to be a stroke of genius or a calculated risk that doesn't pay off, it's clear that Noah Lyles continues to keep the athletics world on its toes. The Rad Sports College Invitational just became the hottest ticket in track and field. This Saturday, Noah Lyles kicks off his 2025 season at this unexpected venue, and the entire athletics world will be watching. With the 60-meter competition fiercer than ever, this surprise opener could reshape the indoor season's landscape. Will this bold strategy help Lyles dominate or give his rivals an opening? What was supposed to be a quiet January weekend has transformed into must-see athletics. The sprint world holds its breath as Saturday's showdown approaches. Game on.
Lyles has got the edge here, and he's storming away. What a moment for Noah Lyles. He hates losing over 200 metres, and he's forgotten how to. 19.32. 19.32. He has smashed smashed his personal best and produced one of the fastest times in history. Quite frankly, after 120 metres, it was never in doubt. He was tamed in Tokyo, but with the heart of an American lion, Lyles has roared back to the top.
Noah Lyles, fresh off triple gold at the 2023 World Championships and an Olympic win, just shook the world. He called Usain Bolt the fastest man alive, but made it clear he's coming for Bolt's unbeatable records. With an electrifying 19.31 seconds in the 200 meters and years of peak performance still ahead, Lyles is building the sprinting narrative. Can this rising star surpass the legend and redefine the sport's future? Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on our future updates. First time in 2015, Lyles' performances caught the attention of the track and field community at large. He was named the High School Boys Athlete of the Year by Track and Field News, a prestigious recognition that highlighted his growing reputation in the sport. During this period, Lyles was also setting impressive marks in other events, including clearing 2.03 meters in the high jump as a high school junior. Instead of pursuing collegiate competition, Lyles, along with his younger brother Josephus, made the bold decision to turn professional, signing with Adidas in July 2016. This move allowed Lyles to focus entirely on his development as an elite sprinter, setting the stage for his rapid ascent in the professional ranks. In 2017, he claimed his first senior national title in the 300 meters at the USA Indoor Championships, setting an indoor world best of 31.87 seconds. However, injuries prevented him from competing at the 2017 World Championships, a setback that only fueled his determination. 2018 marked Lyles' true breakthrough on the global stage. He dominated the Diamond League circuit in the 200 meters, consistently running under 19.70 seconds, a feat only achieved by Usain Bolt in a single season. Lyles capped off the year by winning the Diamond League final in Zurich with a time of 19.67 seconds, establishing himself as the heir apparent to Bolt's sprinting throne.